Welcome to the Daily Plunge. We're in the letter to the Hebrews, chapter 9, verses 1 through 14. Now, the author talks about the tabernacle, and he's talking about the layout a little bit and the furniture. And one of the things to understand is he's not talking about the temple for a number of reasons. One, it could be that by this time the second temple has actually been destroyed by the Romans. But the other aspect is some of the items that he's describing we know are already gone because they were taken by the Babylonians. So the basis of this discussion is out of the book of Exodus. It's out of the Old Testament. And he talks about the lampstands and the table for the bread of presence. And that's in the holy tent. And then there's the most holy, the Holy of Holies, as it was called. And there's a golden altar. There's the Ark of the Covenant, the jar of manna from when they were out in the wilderness. And they were asking God for food, and they put some in a jar. There was the staff that budded, that showed that Aaron, that he was to be the priest, not all these other folks that were asking for the job. And then there was the tablets on which the law was written that Moses brought down from Sinai. And the thing is he's describing this. What is the purpose of the Holy of Holies? Is it to have that furniture there? Those items? No. It's just like in your living room, the purpose of the things you have is not to, it's not the items. The whole purpose of the living room is that you live there and you interact with the other people. And that's exactly it. The purpose of the Holy of Holies is to encounter God and to be with God. And so now it says that Christ has come. And one of the things that he's saying in this passage is that as long as we function by the earthly offerings, but the work of the law, that covenant doesn't bring us life. And so he says that we are to follow Christ because he enters the true most holy place. Because he himself is the real manifestation of the Holy of Holies. Think about it. Jesus is the incarnation of the very presence of God. He is the Holy of Holies. He's the tabernacle. He is the tent of meeting. And whereas previously you had to, the priest had to be cleansed from his sin by the offering of an animal, and he was only able to enter in once a year. Now Christ is the high priest, and he enters this eternal tabernacle, not once, but for all time. And he enters it based on the sacrifice he's given for himself. And through the eternal Spirit, he's offered himself so that unblemished to God, so that we can be cleansed. Our consciences can be cleansed. Our sins can be cleansed. And we can be brought to the living God. And that last verse, it says, from acts that lead to death. Really, it's dead deeds. It's death-dealing deeds is what the Greek would say, so that instead you can live for the God of life. Well, thanks, my friends. Have a blessed day.